Don't judge a book by its cover. We all have heard that sentence before. It sounds simple, easy, right? But R.J. Palacio asks a much harder question. What happens when people do judge? Not a book, but a person. Hello everyone! The book I'm reviewing today is Wonder by R.J. Palacio. For a 10-year-old boy named August Pullman, or Augie, no mask is thick enough to hide his face. He was born with a medical condition that makes him look very different from everyone else. After years of surgeries and being homeschooled, August finally starts 5th grade at a real school, Beecher Prep. But school isn't just about lessons and homework for Augie. As he walks down the hallway, some people stop and stare. Some people whisper. Some people play a cruel game called the Plague, where no one will touch him because they think he is contagious. The truth is, Augie is just a normal kid. He loves Star Wars, plays Xbox, and adores his dog Daisy. He wants to be ordinary, but the world won't let him. During his first year of school, he faces many challenges. He hears his so-called best friend saying hurtful things behind his back. He is also targeted by a bully named Julian who tries to turn others against him. And yet, Augie keeps going. That is his quiet kind of bravery. One of the strongest themes in Wonder is kindness. Not the easy kind, but the kind that requires courage. Being kind to Augie sometimes means standing alone. It means risking popularity. It means choosing what is right instead of what is easy. Another important theme is acceptance. Augie does not want special treatment. He does not want pity. He simply wants to be treated like everyone else. This made me realize something important. Sometimes people don't want to be noticed, they just want to be included. What I like most about this book is the way it's written. The story is told through different characters' points of views. We hear from Augie, but also from his sister Via, his friends Jack and Summer, and even from characters who make mistakes. This reminds us that everyone has their own story. Sometimes people are not cruel because they are bad, but because they do not understand, or because they are fighting battles of their own. The author does not make her characters perfect. She makes them real. That's why this book feels honest and meaningful. However, no book is perfect, and Wonder is no exception. At times, the book feels a little predictable, especially in the school scenes where we can't guess what might happen next. Also, because Augie is shown as kind and innocent, I wish the book explored his anger or frustration more deeply. This could have made his emotions feel more complex and realistic. However, I believe this was a deliberate choice by the author. R.J. Palacio did not write a Wonder to shock us. She wrote it to remind us clearly and simply that kindness should never be complicated. We live in a world where people are often judged by how they look, speak, or act. This book matters because it teaches us empathy, not through lectures, but through feelings. It shows us that being different is not something to hide, and that kindness is not a weakness, it's a strength. I would recommend Wonder to anyone who thinks being kind is easy, or to anyone who has ever felt invisible, excluded, or left out. Because Wonder doesn't just tell a story, it holds up a mirror. While reading Wonder, I asked myself a difficult question. I be in this story? Would I be Jack Will, who wants to be a good friend but afraid what the cool kids might think? Or would I be Summer, who sits beside Augie at lunch simply because she wants to be kind? Or would I be one of the kids who stays quiet while someone else gets teased? I would like to end this review with a thought. You may never meet someone exactly like Augie Pullman, but you will meet someone who feels invisible, someone who feels left out, someone who feels different. And when that moment comes, you will have a choice to look away or to choose kind. Because being kind does not require any talent or strength. It only requires courage. And if one ordinary boy like Augie Pullman can teach the people around him, then maybe we can too. Thank you.